include everybody. I would now like to go back to Peter Allen, who will try to sum up some of the points that very interesting points that have been raised.
Hello? Is that working? Okay. Sorry. Okay, I think, look, one of the things I think a recent event should have told us is that political climates can change very, very quickly. Not least, actually, the climate in the Green Party. The Green Left, for years, has had our request for Fringe meetings turned down, and then suddenly they're giving us the main hall at the close of the conference. So, there, that's just one example. Let me talk about another personal experience. Possibly the greatest political project that I was involved with was something called the Convention of the Left, which ran alongside the Labour Party conference in Manchester for a whole week in 2008. It actually coincided with the collapse of the banks and all of that, and it was an initiative by a handful of socialists from different traditions. I was a Green Party member by then. There were a couple of other Greens involved. There were also members of Socialist Workers' Party, independent socialists, members of other various Socialist Party, I think, and there were also some Labour Party people. And it was a fantastic event. We ran workshops all week. Tony Benn moved from the Labour Party conference to become part of our conference, as did many other Labour Party delegates during the course of the week. And by the end of the week, we were still getting meetings of up to 200. So it was a great event. And the principal driver from the Labour Party for that initiative was John McDonnell, who, by the way, is actually on the front line of fighting climate change. He's been a very successful campaigner against climate change in his campaign in Heathrow, about Heathrow and not building an extra runway, which of course is in his constituency. So that does actually give me some hope. There's been a lot of comments made about what the Labour Party is like, and I think there's also been some acknowledgement that there's actually a changed Labour Party and a mixed Labour Party. Some people might know that I actually argued for an electoral pact even before the last general election. That was a hard task and a hard ask because we had a rather different Labour Party then. But I think times have changed, and I think if Jeremy Corbyn and John McDonnell have got any sense, they will embrace electoral reform, because actually it will be part of their appeal for a new politics. Certainly part of a lot of their people who have come to join the party would be in favour of that kind of more representative democracy. So I think we've got reason to hope about electoral reform, and I think that that's one of four things that I would suggest that we should make a precondition of any alliance with Labour. One would be a commitment to electoral reform. A second one would be, and I think there's some chance that a Corbyn-led Labour Party would sign up for this too, would be no further cuts in public services. Jeremy Corbyn, John McDonnell would be making statements to that effect. They've been challenging the austerity agenda, and that's for real. For as long as we have John McDonnell and Jeremy Corbyn in leadership positions in the Labour Party, that's another thing that I think we have some reasonable prospect of getting them to sign up to. And then I would also say it would be a precondition to be against Trident. And of course, Jeremy was speaking at the anti-Trident march this weekend. And perhaps a fourth thing might be a commitment to green jobs and transforming our infrastructure with a programme of real jobs and to transform our infrastructure. And again, I think the Labour Party under Jeremy Corbyn and John McDonnell there was some prospect that they would sign up for that too. So that's 4 points which, pretty much off the top of my head would be my preconditions. Now I think it's worth thinking along how we could work with the Labour Party that was prepared to do those 4 things. I'd like to finish with a couple of things that Laura said. Firstly, actually it isn't just about electoral reform. We do need to get rid of this particularly vicious Tory government. And even the worst Labour governments have not been and are not as bad as Tory governments, and I think that's a given. Okay, although in terms of the domestic agenda, anyway. And the second point that she made: how might we progress it? Well, actually, I think perhaps a way to progress an initiative in terms of thinking about how we might work with Labour might be to go back to the Green Party trade union group again. which is going to see its ranks multiplied, because I hope all of you are going to join it, and which would be actually a good forum within the Green Party to raise the issue of having a discussion with Labour, with the Labour movement and the Labour Party, about how we might move things forward. So I'd leave it to that.
Thank you very much, Peter. I think that's certainly a very promising suggestion, that we can pick up some of the strands of this debate and move it forward through the Green Party Trade Union Group. Just a final word about Green Left. Those of you who like more information about Green Left, we're an eco-socialist network within the Green Party, just Green Party members. There is some information at the front here, and also applications if you wish to join the group. But we do have to wrap up now. Can I thank you all very much indeed for attending this Fringe on Sunday afternoon. I think it's been very interesting. We've had lots of lively points made, and hopefully we will be able to pick those up and take them forward in a way that's been suggested. Thank you all very much indeed for attending. Thank you.